Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine, continue with the book, The Dreams of Red Chamber, and I have introduced characters around this main character whose name is Bao Yu, means the precious stone, precious jade. I have talked about the two cousins and all loved him, but he loved one, and also the stepsister, the manager of the Garden of Grandview, and his mother and his grandmother. Today I'm going to talk about another male who is his father, the master of the Garden of Grandview, the son of the ancestress, who was called ancestress, the grandmother of Bao Yu, and the husband of Mrs. Wang. And this is called, his name is Zheng, which means, the Zheng means really political or the power, and the last name is Jia. So this is it. And this figure is, from the view of the author, is very righteous, very honest, very typical political man serving the emperor with the right, a good reputation, good personality, and calm and solid, with a wish for his son to be as him, to be even sublime him, even better than him. So he always encouraged his son to study, to learn. At the same time, he really loved his son's special smart. His son is very smart, actually. He's extraordinary talented, but just surrounded by all the females and in this rich family, so couldn't concentrate to study. But he still could compose the poems, could use some historical event to have his opinions in the crowd of men. So this part is really make his father proud of him. At the same time, the father's expectation is like his son Bao Yu will follow his path to take the test, get a position in the emperor's court, to serve the emperor, to be a powerful person like himself. So this is the person of the garden. Talking about this, his father has to talk about another man whose name shared the same last name, but the first name is called Yucun, which means rainy village, interpreted as the rainy village. That's his first name. This man actually was introduced to this Zneng Jia by Daiyu's father, because Daiyu, living in another small town, his father is dying, knew that he would not live long, so he has to send his daughter to his grandmother, his mother-in-law, who are the ancestress in the Garden of Grandview. And he wrote a letter to this Zheng, asked this Yucun to take Daiyu with him to meet Zheng, and with somehow he became friend with this Yucun, trusted him. And this Yucun could be very very deceitful. Many people trusted him, like Zheng also trusted him, gave him a position by Zheng's political influence. So this Yucun, after sent Daiyu to the Garden of Grandview, got a position as official and climbing up. But eventually this Yucun, who is the person, brought the whole Garden of Grandview, the whole family brought down because of him. So this is so when I talk about this Zneng Jia, I have to talk about this Yucun Jia. So the authors had held a great negative view for this Yucun. This kind of person could be very deceitful, because he won the trust of Daiyu's father, and he won the trust of Bao Yu's father, who really introduced him to climbing up politically, holding the power. and then destroy the whole Jia's garden, Jia's family. Two mansions of grand view, and the grand view is also called the mansion of prosperity, and also along with the mansion of peace. So this is about Zheng, Mr. Jia Zheng, Bao Yu's father. On the other hand, this Zheng could be very mild to the mother, very great passion for his mother every morning and evening to visit the ancestries and to show respect. At the same time, loving his son, but in a very strict way. It's not like spoil his son. No, the spoil of this boy comes from the grandmother and the mother, and also the other women in the garden. But for him, he's very strict. He even whipped the boy, finding out he might have done something really disgrace to the family. And of course, the ancestresses or the other women stopped him. But so this person is it's a very typical man, holding the power, holding the loyalty to the emperor, holding the righteousness in terms of following the old tradition, like the honesty, the righteousness, the discipline, and the etc. being applied to. So living a very disciplined life with the potentials, with the talent. So this Zheng, and by the way, the other person I mentioned, Yucun, eventually actually fell also himself. I think was punished by the law. So this is about another person, very important, of course, very famous and very well respected in the author's view. And he had another wife, Mrs. Xing, and a daughter called Tanchun, explored the spring, eventually married the small country, small nation, small neighboring nation as a princess. So this is about his fate. Of course, when the falling of the garden, because he lost his power, lost his footground in the emperor's court. So that's why the whole family fell, and all the men were not escaped, and the female also. So this is about the very important person, Zneng Jia, Bao Yu's father. So I'm going to stop here, and if you're interested, please search probably my introduction or my opinion of view is not as what you understand if you read it. But thank you for watching. I will see you next time.